Hello everyone and welcome to Trading Card Nation. Today is Throwback Thursday. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I figured it'd be about a good time as any to do one. I had a box of 1990 Donruss sitting around that just wanted to be open. So there's not a lot of value to this card, to this box and this set in general, unless you could find a error box. Now, I don't know if this is an error box or not, but there's quite a few errors. This is the king of junk wax. I would, gotta say, there's so much of this has been printed and put out there that it's just, you can still find them for about $20, $25, $30 a box. And if you do find an error box, which is one of the earlier prints, then you can make some money from them. You have the Nolan Ryan 5000K and the Nolan Ryan Diamond King backs been swapped. You have Juan Gonzalez with his reverse negative batting stance, and so on and so forth. John Smoltz and Tom Glavine. They showed an MVP card of John Smoltz, but actually Tom Glavine was the picture. So there's a ton of them. A lot of them have the no period or no dot after ink on the back printing. I believe Bo Jackson has a error, stats errors on the back of his card, and some of these can demand a high value for some of them. I've seen some of the Bo Jackson go for a couple of $100. I've seen some comps on eBay where they went for a couple of $100. The Nolan, they'll run anywhere from $10, $15, maybe $20. The Juan Gonzalez negative, reverse negative, it'll go for a few dollars, 15 for the set. If you have the set corrected in the error, and I believe I have that. And there, I'll just go ahead and throw that out there so you can see that. You can see where, if you're not familiar with it, it's just a reverse negative rated rookie. So there's quite a bit of errors in these boxes. If you can find an error box, like I said, I don't know if this is an error box or not, but we're about to find out. So once you find, let's say that you find the John Smoltz and you find the corrected version, then that's not going to be. Or if you find a Juan Gonzalez, if it's not a reverse negative, then it's not an error box. Same with Diamond Kings, Nolan Ryan Diamond King and 5000K card. Now, as far as the dot, let me see if I can get that focused in a little bit. The dot on the ink, yeah, this one here has it. Now, if it's not an error box, some of them still have no dots or no period after ink. So, because I've only opened up, out of all the boxes, only opened up one error box, and all the rest of that I've opened up, which is probably a dozen or so, still had the no dot or no period after ink. So, it's just what you want to shoot for or go after. So, without making this a very long, this could take a while to open this. Open all the packs. We'll go ahead and get into it and start ripping, and hopefully, I got bugs flying in here. It's one of those after rain nights, bugs has come out. It rained last night here, and it's a ton of bugs outside. If anybody opened up the door, it just kind of swarmed the house. I apologize for that, but Let me get these set up way back here so I have plenty of room, because there are a ton of cards in this. So this is a sealed box, so I wouldn't really worry about anybody searching it. And looks like this may have got a little too hot. There's a lot of wax. The bottom pack has got a lot of wax on it. And again, like all the other junk wax boxes, this one here does not have any cards on the bottom of it. You know, some people do still sell them. So let's go ahead and start ripping into it, and let's see what we can find. And I'll look periodically to see if any of them have the, there's no gum in it. That's one good thing. Check periodically, see if any of them have the period missing after ink. And of course this one does. So Pete John Smith don't have a period behind it. A lot of people, I've seen comps on, well, I've seen some comps on eBay that were you know, fetched a nice price for them, and I've seen some going for 99 to a couple of dollars. So, and we'll go through this fairly quick since there's so much of it. And there's a John Smoltz Diamond King, and the Nolan Ryan has a no number Diamond King also. And on the back of this, you can see that there's no dot on the ink. So, and so we'll like I said, we'll periodically, at the end of the video, I'll pause it, kind of look at all of them, which will take a while, so that's why I'll pause it, and look through, see how many has the period after the ink and how many that does not. And if I can't get rid of these bugs in here, they're going to drive me crazy. That's the Shields, Chili Davis, and we're looking, like I said, we're looking for the Bo Jackson, Nolan Ryan, Jose, Juan Gonzalez, John Smoltz, and they're kind of notorious about a nice Cal Ripken. I apologize if I was out of frame on that first couple of packs. This does need to come up just a hair. And we'll just stop at, there's a Ken Griffey Sr. at some of the notables when they come up. Take a look at them. But you can tell there is a nice wax on the back of these. And this one here has probably been heated up pretty good. Hal Morris. There's a Sammy Sosa, and that's without a dot on it. And as you can see, these are actually centered quite well. Gary Sheffield, Carlton Fisk, these actually are quite well centered actually. So. Will Clark, I just like ripping these. Like I said, there's not a lot of value if it's not an error box, but it's just a fun rip. Brings back a lot of McGuire, Sierra. Brings back a lot of. There's a Ben McDonald. Too bad he didn't. Rafael Palmeiro. He didn't pan out the way everybody was hoping. Don Madley with a bunch of wax on the back of it. Roger Clements. Smith, Dale Murphy. Don't get too. Give the first stack. So we're a quarter way through. If anybody would like to put the puzzle pieces together, we'll probably get a card here shortly showing what the puzzle is. And if anybody cares to put one together, please leave a comment down at the bottom and we'll work up a deal to get you all the puzzle pieces I have. And there's John Smoltz. So this probably will not be, and it does not have a period behind it. So this is probably not going to be an error box. So as far as the Juan Gonzalez, reverse negative will probably not be in here. New with the Nolan Ryans. Errors, Bo Jackson, John Smoltz. Now the odds of it, there's a Nolan Ryan there, and it does not have an ink, the period after the ink. There's something else about this, and unfortunately it's not centered quite well. And there's Juan Gonzalez right behind him. So that is definitely the non-error, not the reverse. Earl Hershiser. So unfortunately, I'll just have to keep looking for a box, and I have several of the errors. I don't have a Bo Jackson error. I do have Juan Gonzalez. I do have Nolan Ryan. I do not have the Tom Glavine and the Smoltz error. I have the corrected Ruben Sierra checklist. I have the corrected, but I don't have the error of those. And again, you can buy like I said, the box is $20, $25. That's the puzzle piece. Carl Yashkinsky. Yeah, easy for me to say. But I definitely have enough puzzle pieces for as many boxes I've opened. I'll probably put together 2 or 3 of the puzzles. If you're into that, just like I said, leave a comment down at the bottom and we'll get some sent your way. Pete Incaviglia, Todd Zeal, Raider Rookie, Wade Boggs, Deion Sanders, and some of this wax. Yeah, these boxes have gotten real hot. Some of the packs kind of stick together, and most of the packs are sticking to the back cards, so that's one thing you're hoping that you don't get. There's a Randy Johnson. He also has a error card in this, and that's one without the ink, or without the period behind the ink. So now, some people don't consider that an error. Some people do. So I guess it's your own preference, and if you want to consider an error and buy them, the people do. I've seen comps for a couple of $100 for them, depending on the person, of course, the player. Ready? Got one Nolan. Try to get just five Ks, and he's Diamond King. There's Steve Avery, Red Rookie. And a Ken Griffey. And that is without the period behind the ink. So definitely one there that I've seen a couple $100 comps on eBay selling that Ken Griffey. So and then a Ken Griffey Diamond King. So it's a nice box, although it's not an error box. Ricky Henderson, Bobby Witt, Grissom, Kevin Brown, we're already 19 minutes in this. I apologize for kind of being a little long-winded at the beginning. Making sure none of these will fall over. That would make a mess. This is definitely a iconic set. A lot of people, when you think of junk wax, they think of 90 Donruss for some reason. Some people. Because I guess I've opened so much of this when I was younger. Not as a kid, but as younger. We're over halfway through, so again, hopefully we'll get done with this in about 30 minutes. I apologize for the length of it. I hope you stay till the end, and we'll see what Sandy Elmore Jr. He didn't pan out. Earl Hershiser, George Brett, Dave Stewart, Wade Boggs, All-Star, Cam Boyd, and another Ozzie Smith All-Star. Yeah, this wax. If it wasn't sealed, I'll say it may have been searched, because that's what happens to a lot of searched. I apologize for knocking the camera. For the search, a lot of people try to reseal the wax, and they generally overheat them, which makes them Mark McGuire All-Star. They'll overheat them, trying to reseal them, and which gives makes it a little hard to, but I've had this for a while, and who I've got it from, definitely would trust him. Diamond King's All-Star, checklist. And I've had it for a while. I don't believe I had it out anywhere. Ryan Sandberg. I had it anywhere where it would overheat. But there's a Bo Jackson. Now, I would have to go back and look, see what stats that are errors of this, or an error card. Like I said, with having most of the corrected cards that I've pulled so far, I doubt if that's going to be an error. And here's one turned backwards. Several of them turned back. I don't know, just one turned backwards. And again, one box would generally do the puzzle. Another Ruben Sierra, Kurt Schilling, Gary Pettis, Trommel, Eric Davis, and Sandberg. We'll be pushing 30 minutes to get this done. Tim Jones. Another Bo Jackson. Gary Pettis. Looks like Gary Pettis follows Kurt Schilling. Twice that I found both of them together. That's kind of odd that we have these flipped like that. But Cody Puckett, John Wetland. There's a Nolan Ryan with a Nolan Ryan. And that is a Diamond King, and that is, both of those are the corrected. So unfortunately don't believe we're going to get any errors in here, so that Bo Jackson probably is not an error. But when I count the no dots, as they call them, I will verify what stats on Bo Jackson's card is errored. And for the last stack, you get quite a few cards. Mainly this is just the inserts, rated rookies, and a couple of stars. Ernie Banks. Tom Glavine. Another King Griffey. And another King Griffey. So that is Ricky Henderson. Bobby Witt, Grissom, Ken Brown, Bob Welch, and there's a puzzle piece. Huh. Stuck on the outside and not on the inside. It ain't from this puzzle piece. Bobby Bow. Yeah, may go over 30 minutes. I apologize for that. And another John Smoltz. Now they're saying that has an error on his birth date. So this is 1960. That's corrected. It's 59 on that, and they say that was an expensive card on a Fleer. set just for the birthday being long, but Paul Gibson. Three more packs left. At least we'll get done before 35 minutes. Hopefully. Like I said, I will pause it. Harold Baines, Paul Monitor. I will pause it just to Kirk Gibson. See how many no periods or no dots, as they call them. There's a Randy Johnson, and this one with all the wax all over it. I get one card flipped around. Generally was pretty good about. And for the last pack. Steve Avery for the second or third time. And that is a box of 1990 Donruss. And I will be back in just a second. Okay, everyone, I'm back. And see, that didn't take long at all. Not for y'all, but I went through every single one of these cards, and every single one of these cards does not have a dot after ink. Now that's kind of amazing whenever they say it's ultra rare that they don't have it. Now again, this is from John Smoltz is from the one I showed you prior to opening the box. And I wish hopefully I can get that. If you can see, it has a dot. And supposedly, cards that does not have a dot after ink is a rare card, especially the Nolan Ryans, the Juan Gonzalez's, so the Ken Griffey's, all of them. Ken Griffey. See, now this, I apologize. This Ken Griffey does have a dot after ink. But all the ones that are on the base do not. This Ken Griffey does not have the ink, have a period after the ink. So, either somebody that does not. So, I don't know what to tell you. You know, I looked on eBay and I do see comps for cards that do not have the period or dot after ink, and they are going for a pretty nice hefty sum. But this is the only, that's true, this is the only Ken Griffey. The two Ken Griffeys I have did have the dots behind the ink on the Diamond Kings, but this Diamond King does not. So I need to research this, find out what, why none of my cards, except for 2, have the dot, don't have the dots behind the word ink. So, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, if it was informative, kind of confusing, informative, and you enjoyed it, please give a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you do want the puzzle pieces, as you can see, there's quite a few, and I have tons more. You can probably complete 5 or 6 puzzles. If you do want them, leave a comment down the bottom and your email address or chat, Twitter, whatever, however you want to communicate back and forth on what you want, where you want these sent to, and I'll be more than happy to send them. Until next time, I hope everybody stays safe and healthy, and we will see you then.